I was in tears almost. And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home, honey. So, welcome back to the Christian J Show. So, today's topic is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am going to give my review on the Housewives from Atlanta, child. So, I look. I just started this last year or the year before. I started watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it's so good." Got Nene and everybody. I was like, "Let me start watching," because everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's so good, so good, so good." I was like, "Let me start watching it." And then when I tell you, when I started watching, I instantly fell in love with it. Nene, she's my favorite. Her delivery may be wrong half the time, and she may have a little bit of an ego, but Miss Girl is never wrong. Miss Girl is never wrong. She has told everyone on that show about themselves, and she has told people about other people. Like she said, she's a good judge of character. So, but I feel like now Atlanta has lost the fun. It has lost the the comedy that it used to have. Like, they used to have hilarious moments. They used to have funny moments, comedy. They used to have a lot of that. But now it's like nonstop drama. I'm like, okay, y'all losing viewers. Some people don't even tune in on TV to watch it. They'll wait till the next day when it comes on Peacock. I like, see, before we had Peacock, everybody used to get on TV and watch it, because it used to be like a an event, like a extravagant event that, oh yeah, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's coming on. Child, we gotta get the popcorn, because somebody about to say something crazy. It's about to be good. And I will always say seasons 1 through 6 were the best seasons. But season 5 was the best one. Yeah, 1 through 6 was the best seasons, but season 5, those were the best ones, because season 5 was the best one. Because I feel like after Kim left, all the ladies I feel like they got along better. Not saying that she was the problem. I mean, yeah. But it feels like after she left, everything got kind of settled down. Everyone was getting along. Even though we had little hiccups here and there with Kenya and Portia and Kenya and Phaedra, but it wasn't as bad as it would have been. Just say if it wouldn't have been as bad now, if you get what I'm saying. Like Marlo, for instance. Now Marlo, she can read. She can, but her reads are low. Like she likes to go for the jugular. Like, you'll have everybody throwing light shade or just throwing shade, and then she'll like throw shade too. Then they'll throw shade back at her. Then next thing you know, boom, she go low. When she told Kenya, when somebody's own mother doesn't want anything to do with them and all that, I'm like, girl. Now if Kenya came back and talked about your family, you'll be getting mad. You'll be ready to fight. I mean, come on now. Now, I do love that they do reunions. I do have my little comments on their reunion fashions, because baby, them fashions, their first reunion, child, I was like, what y'all got going on? I'm like, y'all must be don't feel like dressing up. It wasn't until like season 5 they kind of started dressing. They kind of like started dressing a little bit. Season 1 was given a PTA meeting. That it was given a PTA meeting. It was given business casual. That Deshaun, I like Deshaun. I wish she would have stayed to season 2. We could have seen a little bit more of her. But I'm sorry, but Miss Girl, she was a little boring. But I liked her though. She was like one of those people that was neutral with everyone. She was like a Cynthia. Like she was like a Cynthia. But then Deshaun she was quiet the whole reunion. I mean, girl, you're supposed to talk at the reunion. Season 2, it was it was still okay. It was getting there. Like everybody was having on black, and then here comes Sheree with blush. Then Kim, I don't know what she had going on. Season 3, I really didn't like season 3 reunion. And that's based off of the fact that Candy had to uh, had to tell Kim how she felt. I'm like, Candy, why are you telling Kim how you feel? This lady should already know. First of all, she shouldn't be listening to her lawyer on how much to give you. Split it down the middle, 50-50. You did all the work, Candy. She just said the words. You did all the work. Then you had this, it was about Nene calling Sweetie a slave, where Kim Show treated Sweetie like a slave. I'm sorry to tell you, but she did treat Sweetie like a slave. We all saw it. Sweetie! Sweetie, go get my cigarettes. Run. Like, we all saw it. And then in the package that they was showing, Kim was like there smiling. Everybody else was looking like, really? Season 4 reunion. Child. It looked a mess. I don't know what Candy had going on. I love Miss Candy, but Candy, what you looking at in the season 4 reunion? It looked like everybody was going to homecoming, spring formula, prom. Now, Kim did look good season 4 reunion. Candy normally, she normally could tear a reunion down, but I really didn't like that little red she had on. I didn't like that. The first time we saw Cynthia turn up at the reunion, you shut up. Like, Cynthia. I mean, she was asking a valid question, like, is there another name for a mistress? Because Kim seemed to think, oh, yes, another name for a mistress. She seemed to think, oh, she wasn't a mistress. Honey, you was a mistress. You is a mistress. That's what you was. But here's the thing, though. Everybody said Cynthia flip-flops. I mean, she does. And they're like, oh, well, Cynthia, she's so stuck up under Nene, this, that, and the third. They said that, especially in the Africa trip, like, they was saying that so bad. I'm like, first of all, Sheree, every time Kim come around, what minute you talking, he and ha-ha with the ladies. Next minute, as soon as Kim come around, you already on bad terms. So who the real flip-flopper? Because we all know Cynthia's a flip-flopper. The way she flip-flopping on Jamaica in season 8, said, me and King are still getting to know each other. I thought you and King was good friends, because that's what I saw. Like, the way she flip-flopped that thing so quick. Ooh, child. Like they always said, Cynthia's a flip flop in everything, especially Sheree, but she by Sheen always flip flops with the girls. Look at when Kim came back in season 10. Everybody was getting along. As soon as Wig came back, Sheree immediately flip flopped. Cha. Then you had the iconic reunion of season 5. When I tell you this is Nene's best reunion look, everything about Nene was popping that reunion. Like, Nene looks good in blue. I ain't gonna lie. Miss Leaks, she looks great in blue. And when she crossed them legs, I was like, oh, legs. I'm like, okay, all right, uh-huh. Like, legs is my weakness. So I just know I would have been, she was living through the whole reunion. Especially with, King and told Apollo, maybe you should stop texting me, dear. Like, I would have been laughing too because, hey, babe, where you get that from? Like, how you automatically come up with that? Like, what is he texting you? Tell everybody. I want to know. And it felt great without Wig and Sheree there. It felt great without those two there. Season 6, there was another iconic reunion. Now, I likes me some Kenya more, but Miss Girl, I'm sorry, but Kenya deserved it, to be honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that, but Kenya deserved it. You putting this scepter in front of her face, and then you hollering at her in the bullhorn. You bringing props to the stage. Nobody in Housewives history has ever brought props, I don't think. I don't think nobody has brought props. They just brought, like, receipts, like evidence and stuff, like Monique and her binder. But nobody has bought props like that. And that's why, what season that was? Andy had told Portia there's not going to be any props on the stage. I think it was season 7. And I'm like, why are you bringing props on the stage? That's childish and tacky. Now, the whole thing between Nene and Candy about Mama Joyce, I mean, was Nene lying? No. But should she have apologized, though? I felt like she should have said, well, you know what, Candy, I'm sorry, but that's just how I felt. So if you took offense by it, I apologize to you. Well, no, since that's a standard housewife apology, you should be like, well, you know what, that's how I feel about it, Candy. I'm sorry. Since you took offense to it, I apologize to you. But that's just how I felt. Boom, bam, they could have been done. I mean, still, Nene could say, I said what I said. Now, with Cynthia and Nene, their whole thing, they should have had a conversation privately. Point blank. They should have had a conversation privately. Instead of sitting up here having a conversation in front of everybody, they should have a conversation privately. Because everybody didn't need to know what's going on in their friendship. And do you have Phaedra over here talking about, help her Jesus. Help her Jesus. Help her Jesus. Girl, hush. Then you had Kenya giving her iconic color purple monologue. Talking about a girl from Detroit. Whether you like me or not, or she likes me or not, violence is never the answer. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Girl, please, calm down. Then had Kimora is across the street. Kimora is across the street. Season 7. Child, I don't know why they was dressed in white, acting like they was angels. Please. Now, season 7, I'm going to talk about season 7 as a whole, not just reunion. Because this season 7 is the one with Claudia. Everybody's like, oh, Claudia Red Nene, Claudia Red Nene. Claudia came on there as a fan. That's what, even though she loves to say she never came on there as a fan, Claudia came on there as a fan. Because ain't no way you sit up here, you keep repeating everything that we already know about Nene. We knew she was a stripper. We knew she know how to spell bridesmaids. We knew all of this stuff about Nene. We knew the new Norma got canceled. Like, she was saying stuff that we already knew about Nene, and everybody's like, oh yeah, Claudia Red Nene, Claudia Red Nene. No, y'all, what y'all do, y'all sit up here and y'all misconstrue everything. Claudia didn't read Nene, she just didn't back down from Nene. There's two different things. If she could read Nene, if she would have read her, she would have read her for a lot more than stuff we already knew. She just didn't back down from Nene. And Claudia's whole thing that whole season was Portia and Nene. Even after the whole Puerto Rico trip, she was still going on about the whole Nene situation. Even at the therapy session. And that's another thing. That therapist started the whole thing off wrong. You're not just supposed to sit up here just go and say, well, what's everybody's wrong with Nene or Nene this, Nene that? You should have been like, everyone here has a problem. We're here to talk about all the problems with everyone. Like, he started off the session wrong. That's why Nene left. Everybody thought she was just being a diva and everything, but I would leave too if the therapist started off the session wrong. It's like you putting all the blame on me for everybody's wrongdoings in this group. Even then, after they sent that video to Nene, Claudia still was doing all that at the thing that Phaedra had for the men. I'm like, girl, calm down. Like, at this point, you want a rise out of Nene. That's what you want. You want a rise. Then at the reunion, you had Candy tell me, I don't like your superior attitude at times. But when you're fun and all that, I love that. You can't accept one side of a person and not accept the other side of the person. You just can't pick and choose which side you want to have on each day. If you know this person, you might well just take them as they are. You can't just say, I like this side of you. I love this side of you, but I don't like this side of you. Yeah, you can say that, but it's like you want her to be this way for you. I mean, it's just... Now, Cynthia, she was doing a little too much this season. We're come to find out production told her to bring up the whole Mr. Chocolate thing. She wasn't going to bring it up because we all know Cynthia can't sit up and tell a story. But she wasn't going to bring it up, though. Production wanted her to bring it up. Now, season 8. Excuse me. Popcorn. Yeah, y'all know how them popcorn kernels get stuck down your teeth and they get up there on the roof, on the roof of your mouth. You got it. Yeah, got it now. Anyway, season 8. Child, even though I love Kim Fields, I love her. I watch reruns of Living Single. Yeah, 21. Watch talk shows from the 90s. Because, baby, none of these shows now can compare to these shows that was in the 90s and everything. But Kim, let's see. I feel like they had a preconceived notion of her. They wanted her to be like Regine, and she's not like Regine. She's Kim Fields. They wanted her to kind of be like Regine, fashionista. She could read. They want her to be like Regine. I feel like some of them didn't allow themselves to get to know Kim as a person. And I feel like Kim didn't allow herself to let them get to know Kim as a person. I mean, she would leave group trips like quickly. Like, girl, the whole Miami trip, boom, she left. I'm like, okay, where's Kim? Nah. I'm glad Candy stuck up for Kenya. I mean, Candy and Cynthia, but Candy did more of the talking than Cynthia. I'm glad she stuck up for Kenya with the other girls. They was like, Kenya, she provoked that man. She did not provoke that man. That man was already cuckoo. So, all she did was just ask him to leave. And he started going towards her, knocking Tammy down. So, Kenya did not provoke that man. And it's amazing that, like Kenya said, well, who was, no, Cynthia said, all the girls blamed Kenya until they heard that that he had buffed up at Candy. And did he buff up at Kim? I don't know, did he buff up at Kim? But either way, they was like, oh, well, yeah, he was being a little aggressive. So when Kenya says he was being aggressive, you attacked her. But as soon as Candy come back and say, yeah, he was aggressive, now, oh yeah, he was. Just like the whole thing on the boat with Kenya, Cynthia and Portia. Now, how long all them girls been calling each other bitches? How long? She took her anger out on Portia. The anger she had for Peter Patricia. The anger she had for him, she took out on Portia for no reason. And Miss Girl just trying to have fun. And Kenya couldn't wait to get her off the boat. Security. I knew she had Andy on speed dial. Season 9. And I tell you, I cannot watch this reunion. I'm sorry. I can't watch this reunion. I mean, I could see the season, but I skipped the reunion. Because I don't understand how Phaedra could do that to somebody that she called a friend. I mean, she called Candy a friend. She was friends with Candy, doing this, doing that. Candy came to the hospital to see her when Aiden was born. I mean, girl, like, you did this to your friend? Then you couldn't even say that. Well, I heard it and I repeated it. Girl, what did you hear? Did you hear it or did you repeat it? Did you hear it and repeat it, or did you say it? Did you make it up and say it? Because you saying two different things. You saying you heard it. She didn't say two different things. You said you heard it and you repeated it. Yeah, she did say two different things. Where is my mind? You said you heard and repeated it, but then you told Portia that Candy told you. So which one is it? Did you hear it and repeat it? Or did Candy tell you? I feel like she heard it and she repeated it. Somebody said it was somebody on production. Nah. if Phaedra was a real friend, when she heard that rumor, what she should have done was told Candy. If the season was over with, if they already had finished filming and the season was going to start, she should have called Candy, said, Candy, let's meet up at your house or my house, me, you and Portia, and Andy, because Andy, he does, so yeah, Andy did too. Look at so-and-so said this about you, and I heard it, and I told Portia, and Portia heard it as well. Do. That could have saved her a bunch of embarrassment at the reunion. But if I was, I would have faked a heart attack so quick. Child. And Phaedra couldn't even keep up with the lies. I mean, she couldn't even keep up with the lies. Even when Sheree lied, at least Sheree could keep up with her lies sometimes. She could at least deflect and cover. But Phaedra couldn't even do that. And I don't understand how they allow Phaedra back on Bravo. Like, I like Phaedra and all, well, before this. And, yeah, she alright. I liked her in Traders, though. So, but, like, how can y'all allow her back on Bravo, but y'all still letting Nene back on Bravo? And before y'all be like, well, Nene sued Bravo, well, Phaedra did much worse. She accused somebody of rape. That's much worse than a lawsuit, child. Yeah. Somebody suing the network and somebody accusing somebody of rape, knowing that they could lose all of their businesses and brands and everything. That's much worse than this little lawsuit. But I do know Nene, she did do the was it People's Choice? She did some award show, and it was on E. And E is owned by NBC Universal. So I feel like, okay, that's a little stepping stone. All right. Then Andy, he was just doing something. He was just praising Nene. I'm like, hold on. Y'all got something in the works coming 2025. Y'all maybe got something in the works. Y'all must be having her come in. Like, y'all must be gonna have her come in kind of like close to the end of the season or the middle of the season when they get halfway. You always have her pop back up. Child, if they do that, I already know it's gonna break the internet. Season 10, but that was a good refresh moment. That was like a relief moment coming off from season 9, that dark season, to this love and light season. Child. Sheree, she was just clueless this whole reunion. I'm trying to remember. Joggers, more spring, summer, September, spring, summer. Girl, please. And baby, when you had KNK, King and Nene and Candy, when they teamed up to go against Kim, babe, I was like, you better get her. Yeah. Even Andy got a shot in at Kim. This Cynthia got a shot in at Sheree and Kim. I'm like, dang, how you let Miss Cynthia get a shot in at you, child? Season 11, it was just basically a whole everybody come at Nene situation. Like, at this, like, she was like she said, she the one that everybody want to fire at. I mean, really? Like, the girl ain't did nothing to y'all. Y'all are, even if she did do something to y'all already talking about y'all ganging up on her. Child. Now season 12, That reunion, it was something else. And I don't feel like Nene and Eva had a problem. I feel like Eva just wanted to come at Nene because everybody else was trying to come at Nene. And to me, I think Nene was actually talking about Kim, where she said, where she was like, the same person keep getting the show season after season, or keep getting season after season a new show or something. I feel like she was talking about Kim, but a lot of people say she was talking about Candy. So who knows? I don't know. Now season 13, everybody was kind of giving like dominatrix and yes mistress. It was a little boring. I'm like, okay. This is 14. It, it really didn't. It wasn't all that. Season 14 reunion wasn't all that. I felt like Sonya had the potential. She had the potential to be at least a good housewife. Well, no, she was right. She was in with the wrong. She was on the wrong team. She was on the wrong team. They had Marlo. She was. Season 15, that reunion. Chat. Why would you even have Drew sitting there singing to that man? And that man ain't even paying her no attention. I was like, uh, please. Stop it. D had Courtney. I don't know why Courtney was on there to begin with. But you know, hey, they always need somebody new. But overall, the seasons as Real Housewives of Atlanta progressed, it got better then it fell off. Then it'll get better again and it'll fall off again. I feel like now it has just been falling off. Because like Nene said in her interview with Carlos King, the girls are bored. Like she said about Kenya. Kenya is bored. We all know Kenya can read. We all know she can read and she could get read, as Nene said. But there was nobody clocking in to work to read, to go back and forth with. She was bored. I was bored. Everybody bored. And like I said, Marlo, she shouldn't have got a peach. She should have stayed a friend of. Because one thing about Marlo, when it comes to her shading or reading the girl, she always goes low. And then she wants to get to reunion and talking about, but I don't know why they have a problem with me. Girl, do you not understand why people have a problem with you? Listen to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. You always go low. Nobody ever goes low like that on the show. If they do that, then that's because that person really getting on their nerves. But no, you just do it. You just get low as soon as they shade you back. Like, and you want to talk about, I don't know why the people don't like me. Well, I wonder why they don't. Because you don't know how to be a friend. But as we see season 16 come, it looks like they're going to do good. Portia's back. They got Shamia. She has a peach now. Drew is back. Kenya was back. She's back, but then something happened. And now she's gone. So, then Phaedra's back. Yeah, Phaedra just used the Married to Medicine ladies as a stepping stone to get the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, it's not like she had this big old grand thing. Yeah, she been waiting for the right moment to get back on Housewives. And that was with Candy leaving. Because we all know Candy said if Phaedra comes back, she's not shooting with Phaedra. I mean, I wouldn't shoot with the girl either, but I would. I wonder why Phaedra just did that though. Like she never gave us a honest answer why she felt the need to repeat that lie and everything about Candy. She never gave us a real answer, so I want to know. I want to ask for Phaedra. And like, it's missing all the good one-liners. It's missing Nene. That's what the show is missing. It's missing Nene. I hate to say it, but it's missing Kim as well. Kim is good TV. It's missing those two. When Nene was on there, Nene gave everybody the business. Like Nene was that girl. Sheree thought she was gonna be that girl. She wasn't. Nene was that girl. That's why Sheree got jealous of her. But you didn't hear that from me. So that's what Real Housewives of Atlanta is missing now. It's missing the fun. It's missing all the. It's missing everything that happened in past seasons. So yeah. Well, that's all the time I have for y'all today. Tune in next time for another episode of The Christian J Show.